ChatGPT Plus is free for college students through May. Here's the thing. You've got a lot to do between now and then. Studying for finals, writing papers, trying to keep your life on track, and ChatGPT can help with all of it. It can quiz you for your econ exam, make a study guide from your French notes, plan out your meals and study breaks. It can get really specific on how you like to learn. It can even help you come up with ways to stop procrastinating. So from now until summer break, take advantage of all the ways ChatGPT can make your life easier. Restrictions apply.
The Other Side of Midnight.
77 WABC.
Local Spotlight.
Good morrow, everyone. This is The Other Side of Midnight on 77 WABC. I'm Frank Morano. Hopefully, you had fun watching the big game. Those of you that bet, hopefully you made some money. For months, speaking of money, we have been railing against New York's disastrous congestion pricing scheme, a blatant cash grab masquerading as environmental policy. We've talked about how it punishes hardworking New Yorkers, cripples businesses, and makes life even more unaffordable in an already expensive city. Well, now, finally, we may have a lifeline. President Donald Trump has said he's ready to kill congestion pricing, and folks, that's exactly what this city needs. In an exclusive interview with the New York Post over the weekend, President Trump outlined a plan to use the Department of Transportation to force New York to scrap the congestion tax. One way, withholding millions in federal funding. Another, reopening the environmental review process that allowed this mess to happen in the first place. Either way, the goal is clear. This toll has got to go. The numbers don't lie. Since the toll was implemented, traffic is down, but not for the reasons congestion pricing supporters would like you to believe. People aren't switching to public transit in droves. They're staying away from Manhattan altogether. Businesses are suffering, workers are struggling, and visitors are being slapped with a nasty surprise when they get their bill. Meanwhile, crime and filth continue to plague the subway system, yet city leaders want to push more people underground while doing little to make it safer. President Trump understands that the real focus should be on safety, cleanliness, and restoring basic order to this city, not punishing drivers for the sin of needing to get to work. Governor Hochul, for her part, has boasted that congestion pricing is working because fewer cars are coming into Manhattan. That's like saying a restaurant is succeeding because no one's showing up. The reality is simple. When people can't afford to drive in, they stay out. And when they stay out, businesses, tourism, and the city's economy suffer. Trump also pointed out another major contributor to congestion, bike lanes. He wants them gone, and frankly, he has a point. Now, I'm all for bike lanes in the communities where people want them. I am not for bike lanes being forced upon a community when they don't want them. The explosion of bike lanes and e-bike riders zipping around at 20 miles per hour has made the streets more dangerous, not less. Pedestrian injuries are up, accidents involving e-bikes have skyrocketed, and yet the city keeps expanding bike lanes while squeezing drivers into fewer and fewer streets. Hopefully the president can do something about this. This is about priorities, and New York's leaders have been focused on the wrong ones.
Beam me up!
To be continued.
5 immersive worlds, 1 amazing theme park. Get ready to explore the all-new Universal Epic Universe, featuring the wizarding world of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic, Super Nintendo World, How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk, and Dark Universe. Epic Universe opens May 22nd at Universal Orlando Resort. Our universe will never be the same. Tickets and packages on sale now at universalorlando.com.
The Other Side of Midnight.
77 WABC.
Local Spotlight.
Good morrow, everyone. This is The Other Side of Midnight on 77 WABC. I'm Frank Morano. For far too long, New York has clung to an outdated Prohibition-era rule that keeps wine out of grocery stores. But now, the people have spoken loudly. A new Siena College poll found that a staggering 78% of New Yorkers, almost 4 out of 5 people, support allowing supermarkets to sell wine. This isn't a partisan issue. It's common sense and long overdue. The numbers tell the story. Support for this measure has grown across every demographic. Democrats, Republicans, independents, young, old, urban, rural, only 15% oppose it. And even among them, many soften their stance when they hear about provisions to support New York's wine industry. State Senator Liz Krueger and Assemblymember Pamela Hunter have reintroduced a bill to make this happen. Under their proposal, grocery stores that meet certain size and revenue requirements would be able to apply for a supermarket wine license. They'd pay an upfront fee plus a small percentage of sales as an annual fee. And if they promote New York-made wines, they'd get a discount. Importantly, this bill maintains safeguards. Grocery stores would still have to check IDs just as they already do for beer. Employees under 18 wouldn't be selling wine unless supervised. And big box stores, mini-marts, and drugstores wouldn't qualify, protecting independent liquor stores from undue competition. The benefits? Convenience for shoppers. More sales for New York wineries, more jobs and revenue for the state. By the way, did you realize, I did not, that New York is the number 3 state in terms of wine production and wine sales? I didn't. And this is a great opportunity for us. Why shouldn't we support our own vineyards, our own wine makers? Let's be real. 40 other states already allow this. It works. New York shouldn't be left behind the curve. This change would make life easier for working families and support local businesses without harming existing liquor stores. New Yorkers are asking for it. Albany should listen. I say, let's raise a glass to common sense and finally get this done. There's no reason that the powerful liquor store lobby should be able to kill something that 80% of New Yorkers think is a good idea. Of course, there should be wine sales in supermarkets. What is the possible rationale for not allowing it? Makes no sense. Let's put an end to it. Contact your state legislator and let them know if you agree with me.
Beam me up!
To be continued.
We off? 30 seconds of carefree bliss.
Oof, like wind in your hair carefree.
Oh, like using Clorox Disinfecting All-Purpose Cleaner in the home carefree.
Yes!
Like dog slobbing on the coffee table and cleaning it with Clorox Carefree.
He's on a roll now.
Spit toothpaste on the faucet.
You got it. You got it.
Peanut butter on the light switch.
Oh, spritz, spritz.
Spritz, spritz. Clorox, man. Clean feels good.
Okay, we're back.
Use as directed.
In golf, precision is everything, on and off the course. PGA of America chose advanced 5G solutions from T-Mobile for Business for smooth operations and seamless transactions. Together, we enhance ticketing and concessions for better fan experiences from gate to green. This is pro-level efficiency. This is PGA of America with T-Mobile for Business. Take your business further at T-Mobile.com/now.
The Other Side at Midnight.
77 WABC.
Local Spotlight.
Another day, another ethics scandal swirling around the Adams administration. This time, it's Nate Bliss, a senior aide to the mayor who conveniently forgot, you can't see it on the radio, but I'm doing air quotes, to recuse himself from city business involving his former employer, Taconic Partners. And now, caught red-handed, he's blaming what else? A miscommunication. Let's break this down. Bliss left Taconic to join the Adams administration in January 2022. But before making that jump, he contacted the city's Conflicts of Interest Board to check if he needed to recuse himself from Taconic-related dealings while in City Hall. According to Bliss, the board told him no recusal was necessary. Fast forward to last month, when reporters started asking questions and suddenly Bliss reaches out to COIB again, this time getting a different answer. Now, he says, he realizes there was a miscommunication. When the press wasn't looking, he was fine with the arrangement, but now that the city council is probing his ties to Taconic, suddenly he sees the light. Here's why this explanation doesn't hold water. Bliss didn't just have a passing connection to Taconic. he held a financial stake in a Taconic-managed real estate investment fund. That's a textbook conflict of interest if ever there was one. And yet his name appeared in lobbying disclosures as a target for Taconic, while the firm sought city approval for a major redevelopment project, Innovation East. That project, by the way, was greenlit just months after Bliss took his job in City Hall. I'm sure it was just a coincidence. Now Mayor Adams' office won't comment. No surprise there. But what about Bliss? He claims he never actually worked on Taconic projects at City Hall. But when you're a top advisor with influence over agencies making these decisions, do you really need to be in the room? Or does your mere presence send a signal to those below you? New York City has laws against exactly this kind of thing. Officials with financial ties to private companies are required to recuse themselves. That means not just avoiding meetings, but staying out of any decision-making process related to their former employers. Yet here we have Bliss overseeing agencies making multi-million-dollar decisions about Taconic's future while holding a financial interest in a Taconic investment fund. This is the kind of ethical sloppiness that has plagued the Adams administration from day one. The pattern is clear, and it raises an even bigger question. Who is actually watching the store in City Hall? Bliss now says he's formally recusing himself. That's nice. But why did it take a media investigation and a city council probe to get there?
Beam me up!
To be continued.
Plan on flying? In order to board domestic flights, your driver's license or state-issued ID must be a real ID. Learn how to get your real ID today at tsa.gov/real ID or visit your local DMV.